Hi.
This is Kaizoku Uncharted, where a couple of siblings tell the vastity of anime. If you think this is the crew for you, set sail with us each week. I'm Jakia.
Jenae.
And your host, Justin.
Wow. Are we not hosts?
I don't know. Just figured I'd come with something new.
He just called us the background people.
No, what do you mean? If
That's what I heard.
No, if someone's the host...
You're saying you're the main guy.
We're co-hosts.
No, if someone's the host, it means the other people are the talent.
No. That's not how
it means at all?
No, and you knew that.
No, I did not.
Yes,
you know what? We're not editing this out. The people need
let the people hear.
Yeah.
This is his true colors showing.
Absolutely. Ain't even
I'm trying to shine the light on you two.
How? You
we don't need your help.
I figured the host is like, I will go ahead and introduce the show. Kia, what's your thoughts? Host introduce the show.
You're taking
Jenae,
the main lead. No.
This is crazy.
Interesting.
You know what,
is
Justin?
That what you guys think with
you
the
know
word
what, Justin?
Why wouldn't you? We're co-hosts. We all host the podcast.
You know what, Jenae? If he wants to be the host, let him be the host.
Who am I to stop a man from hosting? Host.
Right. Host. Yeah.
Go on.
What a twist. What a turn.
This is...
Take us away, host.
Yeah. Take us away.
Host, by definition.
Wow.
I don't need a definition.
Please, no.
Just give us the news.
I need a definition.
You really don't. You already know.
A person who receives or entertains other people as the guest.
Wouldn't our audience be the guest then?
This is crazy. No.
Alright, so I guess we're all co-hosts then.
We all knew this but you.
We all knew this but you, sir.
This is mad.
I was just thinking something different. Maybe I should be like the moderator.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can see
that's
that.
A term.
You try to. I can see that,
Thank
but not
you.
host.
I'm sorry I used the wrong term, people.
I just don't understand why you had to identify yourself as such.
He was trying something new.
Yeah, jeez.
New
season.
You know
new me.
Wow. Okay.
Sure.
All right.
Okay.
God,
sure.
please. Anyway, in the news. So we got a few pieces of news. First of all, I guess let me do this birthday first. Bakugo's birthday.
Birthday. All right.
Birthday to him. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
That's on the 20th. That's
Interesting. All right.
Good for him.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Why do you say let's get this birthday out the way? Like he doesn't like.
No, I did it more like.
Oh, he doesn't. Oh.
I wanted to. Whoa.
Can you just say you don't?
I didn't say that. I said maybe he does.
I just did it more like we used to do. So, Jenae, we used to do the birthdays at the end of the news.
Oh, really?
And I'm doing the birthdays in the beginning now.
Okay, all right.
And then the only
reason... It's a new season to know him.
And then the only other reason I said get this birthday out the way because the next piece of news angers me.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Right.
I'm listening. So,
Demon Slayer Season 4 is only going to be 8 episodes.
Well, how long is each
episode?
episode?
Hello, that was last season too.
So I can't be angry?
Oh, I'm furious with you.
Wait, are we? Well, hold on. How long is each episode? Is it going to be 45?
The standard 23.
Right.
What if it's 43 minutes?
We don't know
45?
that. It won't be.
I'm gonna tell you how it's gonna break.
What are you
down.
talking about? The first episode of each season is a chunk of time.
Yeah.
Come on.
But if you watch the movie, you pretty much already watched episode 1.
Yeah, that's what it was. We already dispelled this.
Listen, I'm just saying maybe it's
what? It's never been the same ever since the first season, honestly. That was the most episodes we got out of one season of Demon Slayer.
They had to test it out, you know.
And then there's some other sad news. The show I love, that time I got reincarnated as a slime.
Yeah, you said you love that show. It's from you. I'm catching up because of how much you're like. It's a great show. Is it coming to an end?
The light novel series. So at least there was a spinoff manga. But the series will end prematurely due to the health of the.
Oh God!
No. Even Hunter vibes.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
I don't think he's passed.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking about Dragon Ball. So many. author's health, you know.
Now, in other news, bring you down, try to bring you back up.
All right.
Again, I don't get this title, but this dumpster battle. It looks like
it's gonna be good.
It's gonna be so great.
It's like Crunchyroll will be screening it in North America on May 31st.
This was the news that I sent you. This was the article. I sent it to you because I was like, this is real news.
I know what I'm doing May 31st.
Well, yeah, we just had to keep our schedules. Like, are you going to come over and watch it?
Yeah, it's the dumpster.
I mean, well, yeah. It's going to be great.
I mean, let's be honest.
We might have to watch
When's the last time we had actual Haikyuu content?
It's been
since 2019.
It's been a long time.
All they giving y'all is a movie.
Shush.
You know what?
We'll take it.
And speaking of movies, the Blue Lock film went ahead and first 3 days, it ranks number 2. It earned 463 million yen just in the first 3 days alone.
And this is about Nagi, right?
I mean, it's understandable.
And
when are we having our next season? That's what I'm.
I think this is the season.
What do you mean?
I think this is the content we're getting until like maybe winter.
So, but it's not the seats. She's done it for the seats.
I'm just saying this is gonna be your next content.
You said till winter. I mean,
I feel like this is what they're doing to tide you over.
You know, and I think that's my issue with current sports animes. You know, they're giving us movies when the people want seasons.
I mean, hey.
In other movies, Spy Family Code White earned $4,875 in the first weekend in the U.S. postal office. So pretty good. And last but not least, just interesting show. The most notorious talker runs the world's greatest clan. So it's a novel and it's getting a TV adaptation in October. So.
All right, congratulations.
Yeah, sounds interesting.
All right.
That's news.
The news.
All right. So, oh boy. All right, Kia. Since you, it seems like you want to come at people.
What are you talking
first?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Well, hold on. Yeah,
sorry.
I'm not coming after anybody, Justin. Sure. We just had to acknowledge the fact that you did something different and didn't tell anybody and used the wrong thing. So it's not coming after you. And it was a group effort until Jenae was like, "You're a moderator." So
yes,
yeah,
that did happen.
It happened. But go ahead, Jenae. Take us away.
So the first show I want to talk about, this is a show I actually enjoy a lot, is Oblivion Battery.
Okay.
Wow, you started off right at this. Okay.
I really like this show.
All right.
It's an interesting take, I will say that. So when I was watching it, I was like, Kia and Justin are going to be like, Jenae, who's the main character of this show?
No, those are questions you have.
No.
Those are questions you have.
Honestly,
you can't accept that there's more than one main character.
I'm conflicted because I feel like it should be Haruka, but it's not. Like, I know it's about Kay.
What?
Yes.
One of my notes is I put Mappa at it again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to leave that alone. I ain't got time for them to get into it. And then I said, Yamada Taro, 15 years old. Who is the main character?
Stop. He's not even in the running.
See, here he goes. Here she goes. Like, you can't.
So why are we following him?
Right. Why do we get his backstory by his name?
You know what? I think.
Why did he get dragged back into baseball?
I do have. He quit baseball.
He did. And, he didn't want. He chose a school that did not have a team or
I guess my question is can he throw? Is he really going to
It doesn't matter, Jenae.
So
he's been involved.
Honestly, if he's the main character, fine. I'm okay with that. I don't know.
Are you?
Then who's the main character, Jenae?
Look, Justin.
No, we want to hear from you.
Because Justin and I are okay with multiple main characters.
You're the one that's duo. Just how Haikyuu,
Diabolical Battery.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hinata's the main character. Never mind. I don't know. No
okay.
question. But
yeah, continue with your.
I feel like I feel like at first I thought I was gonna get frustrated because one, they didn't show us how he got amnesia.
Sure.
He just showed up in the hospital.
I think that's part of the story.
Right.
Well, no, did it happen in the game? Like, what's happening here?
We don't know.
Exactly, I want answers.
We gotta find out.
But I thought I was gonna get annoyed because I'm like, okay, there's this OP duo, but now we gotta work our way back up. But he don't even like baseball. Like, he's not...
Because he has amnesia.
No, and plus his personality, he just thinks it's a nuisance.
I mean, listen, I'm not a fan of K. He's working my nerves. Yeah. Amnesia K is annoying. The worst. I feel like Haruka is saving the show. Like, I
love Haruka.
He's great. He is. He's about business, and it's what it is. And he's a supportive friend because he was like, they were like, why'd you come here? Right. He said, K applied.
He really threw away his whole entire career.
Well, no, I don't even think he did that because they all still know where he's at. Like, I feel like he still has options.
I will go ahead and combat that. Okay. I like to think Yamada is carrying this show.
I mean, look, I'm talking about in terms of like the baseball stuff.
Oh, sure, okay.
I'm talking about Haruka. But no, I love Yamada. He is the voice of reason.
He's carrying the show.
Are you insane?
He's giving
us. He's giving us. What Kia like to say?
Information?
No, not information. When Kia be calling out, he's saying he's calling out real stuff. He's got the real questions. We got when he's like when he's talking about who are these basic looking baseball recruits?
Absolutely. Who are these people?
But you shouldn't be talking because you look basic.
Or when he goes ahead.
He knows that.
Right. Or when he goes ahead and says, like, how do we already have lousy seniors when the club just started?
Right. He's asking the right question. He's also like, when did this club happen? I knew before that there was no club here, and how are they already being recruited? He's like, it's not adding up, and I'm like, I agree.
Where's our coach?
That's the other thing. I don't even think we have, because it's a club. It's not a team. I was like, we're not technically competing. We don't really have matches. It's a club.
Yeah.
I don't even know what's going on.
They're going to find a coach.
Well,
we need a coach.
Oh, don't worry.
Haruka doesn't need a coach. He is the coach.
I got a feeling this coach about to rise in prominence. They gonna probably find someone off the streets. I'll tell you right now. Watch the coach have sandals. Watch the coach have sandals.
Only the good ones do. Okay, only the good ones do. Except for Coach Daichi. Daichi didn't have sandals.
What about Boss?
Boss does have good. He did have sandals.
He's the OG.
He is pretty great.
I don't know, but I don't know. I get excited watching the show though, because I want them to get back.
We see two other top players, Io, Toto, and Shunpei.
Yeah.
Chihaya.
Yeah, Shunpei is a trip. He's just like, you don't even recognize us. I was like, how long are we going with the charades? And then too, going back to Justin's point about our point about how Yamada's carrying the show. When they approached us, he was coaching Kay to handle this situation. Yeah. He was like, just pretend, and then it didn't work out because he's not that serious. But I don't know what's gonna happen with this group of kids, with this team. They all can play baseball. They all can play.
I don't know if all of us can play.
It was like these.
Are you referring to Yamada?
Yes.
Look, Yamada knows where he stands.
Backstory.
He knows where
is he a catcher?
Yeah, he played.
He said he plays, and two, he also.
What position does he play?
I hate to break it to you.
He gave us his backstory. He told us he was like,
What position does he play though?
He can play multiple positions.
Oh, he can. Okay.
Look, he was talking about how he was the big guy in a small league,
right?
And then when
just like all the other ones,
right? And he was like, once I went up against them, I knew
really
when they went ahead.
He was
when they went ahead and they the strongest battery. They shattered the dreams of young players. Diabolical battery. Guess what? They only showed the top faces of the teams that got shattered.
It's true.
Yamada, Io, and Shunpei. Like, we seen it.
All right.
And then how that episode ended, I don't know who this guy is. I'm hoping he gonna transfer to the school.
Absolutely.
But he was like, I hear such and such is here. And you know what? The newspaper's gonna start talking about, because these guys sort of falling off of the earth. they're gonna be talking about these guys are so good. They went ahead and brought a public school with no team, created a team just to go ahead and show how good they are.
It's true. I can see that in the papers.
I can see all of them making it.
Oh, we know they're gonna make it. I'm just.
So we'll see.
You're saying they can't all play. Ooh, you better.
I was just asking because like we have this lousy seniors.
Yo, watch these lousy seniors put in work. We gotta put numbers in. I
don't know about
you
that.
You gotta have numbers.
Are those two recruiters?
Listen,
hey, those recruiters.
Listen, Justin.
They don't even got eyeballs.
They not on the cover art. They not there.
But them recruiters was like. Well, hey, you average fella. You look like your name would be Yamada.
And it was.
You said they're not on the cover.
They not. They not there.
All right, kid. You put a lot of stock on covers. So.
Neither is a certain other person.
We all put stuff on covers. Like when we were watching Hell's Paradise, we were like, whatchamacallit, so-and-so wasn't on the cover. We talked about this.
Do we put a lot of stock in covers or put a lot of stock in openings?
Covers. I don't trust openings.
I know you don't trust openings for a song because you are in this world that the song and the opening.
No, just like look at any Naruto opening. What all that stuff really be happening?
Listen, that's not fair to say because Naruto was at a very earlier time in anime. So
yeah, Naruto and Bleach was just out there putting out hits.
Absolutely, Bleach every day. Like you,
I know why she was putting her head down. I know why she was putting her head down.
Come on, man.
Why was I putting my head down?
Maybe because
Bluebird, come on.
Maybe
get out of here.
Bluebird. Maybe because other shows weren't putting out as many hits.
Hits for openings and endings.
Some shows talking about Black Clover.
We're talking about Bleach and Naruto.
Well, Bleach easily. Anyone's taking Bleach openings.
Hey, I'll tell you right now. Boruto ain't putting on no hits.
Shit, no. no one's doing that.
No, they ain't. I don't know what them fools putting out. I hear they putting out good content, but music-wise,
I mean, listen, I might have to get on that bandwagon and finally get what I want.
What you talking about?
Himawary's getting her time.
I was like, you gonna watch Boruto? It's just too much for me. I can't do it.
I mean, same, but we'll see what happens. I'm keeping my ear to the ground.
Jakia, it ain't even been 40 years, and all this technology that showed up.
I don't
think it's been 20 years.
I've been reading. I've been spoiling myself a little bit. Y'all just gonna lose it when you see.
You know what? Let's not even waste any more time.
Jenae, I think. Oh, actually, it was on both of y'all lists. Good choice, Oblivion Battery. We'll keep watching it. Jakia.
No, you pick.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Switching the rotation up. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, mine's gonna be quick.
Oh wow. What are you talking about?
I don't know, man, because I don't want the way that sounded.
It sounded like shots at you.
And us. We had the same amount of lists, Jenae.
I don't mean y'all had the same items. So, my hero, Academia.
Why are we doing this?
Oh, we're doing it now? We're not going to have it for later? Okay.
Why would we?
Right.
This is a continuing
What
show.
does it deserve?
I mean, I thought we were going to put
it in the what, my hero? I'm so disappointed in you.
What you going to say?
Okay, I was hyping y'all up last season, saying this was the best season.
Sure was.
And I thought y'all was going to come out swinging.
No, of course not.
And you giving us recaps right now?
Well, apparently we're...
Hold on. If you need a recap, you need a rewatch. Okay, why do we all gotta be suffering because y'all out there can't handle it?
I mean, I'm impressed they condensed it all in 3 episodes.
No. First of all,
look, that's all I'm saying. But
you giving them too much credit.
Look, all I'm saying is this: I heard that the real season's gonna start.
What, episode 4?
How many episodes is we really?
Did you just say May?
That's what I heard.
I mean, May's like next week.
That's what I'm saying.
Which also means it's at least episode 4 of a recap.
Yeah, but my question is,
that's what I heard.
How many actual episodes are we supposed to get this
for my hero?
Yes, because this is not fair.
Give me 1 second.
I'll tell you what.
They better not pull up.
I'll tell you what ain't fair. They didn't just give you 1 episode to recap.
3 episodes.
They gave us 3, and then Key over here saying, "Oh, I give them praise for going ahead."
I said credit. I was saying praise.
Conditioning the 3. Look at this. Let me wrap your head around this. These lasers, okay? recaps spanned it over several seasons. It wasn't even just all last season.
Yeah, I know.
We got when Bakugo got abducted.
Don't no one care.
I'm like, we got when they were fighting in the camp.
So okay, so here's the thing: number of episodes is to be determined. And
you didn't even have to tell us that.
Well, and then technically the season starts on May 4th.
Okay, then tell us that.
I did.
I'm not you, but like just them. Tell us that because people thinking this season.
So we about to go ahead.
Yeah, you got at least 2.
No, we got it. I was gonna say week 5 is still a recap. Yo, and here's the real.
That's true.
This is season. And this season 7, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I was gonna say these cowards.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, maybe we're gonna get lucky in part of these next 2 upcoming recaps. They gotta contain more than just one season, or that would mean we're getting 7 episodes of recap. That's all I can think about. 7.
Look, all I'm saying is this. It says it's supposed to air on the 4th. That's not this Saturday, but the following Saturday. That's all I'm gonna say.
They were. All I put was pretty bold.
Very bold. 3
recap episode, basically.
Yeah. Can you imagine people waited week by week for that?
But you know they did, because there's a fan base.
They low down.
They low down.
All right. That was it. Kia, you can choose.
He said it's going to be quick.
All right. So, Unnamed Memory. I don't know how I feel about this show yet.
All right.
Okay.
I don't know. I think I need convincing to see it. Do y'all feel like it's going to pick up? I just don't know.
I chose Unnamed Memory. And
I mean, don't get me wrong. In the first episode, I was loving it. He was all on business. He was like, we here, we conquering this tower.
They skipped scene. Like, I didn't have to see them climbing it.
Lazar was getting on my nerves, but he was like, you can leave anytime. But he kept staying around.
You need him here.
We need him here, allegedly. You know, it was great. He was handling business, and then as it continued to progress, I was like...
You lost interest.
Well, I don't know if I lost interest. I was like, what are we shifting to? But then I'm a believer in openings, and so I was like, well, maybe it's going to get better with, like, more magic and fighting, but I just don't know.
I said, you need to stop that. Because I
can't. You need to stop.
I can't trust all that.
I'm just, because I'm like, now it's like a marriage proposal, which is fine. I mean, it's fine.
I thought it was an
romance.
interesting swerve.
Me too.
That, you know, you go to the top of the tower, you get a wish granted.
Yeah.
It seems like this guy really cares about having an heir.
Yeah.
Because he's been cursed that he won't be able to, reproduce. And the witch there lets him know, I mean, no, you'll be able to reproduce. You just have to find a woman who can take the curse, who can handle the severity of the curse. This is a witch who's telling us this information, but not the witch that cursed us.
Right.
And the switch is, he says, well, wouldn't you be able to withstand it?
And she's like, yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess. And so he essentially wants her to be the one that he, becomes his mate, So I thought it was an interesting twist, a nice swerve. But I could go ahead and say, I can already tell, this definitely seems like, I'm just going to use the broad term back burner. Like,
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if this is...
I don't know if I'm going to get to it by the end of this season.
That's what I mean. So I don't
back.
know. I mean, I know for some people, sure, right. Okay, as long as we're on the same page, great.
All right, Jenae.
Okay, I want to talk about Windbreaker. Okay.
Okay.
How do you feel? I feel like this is what Tokyo Revengers wanted.
This is what Tokyo Revengers should have been, and this is what Buchigiri should have been also.
I had to stop watching Buchigiri.
Oh yeah, no, it was horrible.
It was. I kept watching a little bit
screaming it.
I kept watching a little bit more, be like, it has to be better than this, and it wasn't.
Oh.
So
no,
yeah,
I like Windbreaker.
So
yes, it's everything.
I did just have to say one thing.
Okay.
When Windbreaker was first introduced in the list. Kia, you did say, oh great, another Tokyo Revenge.
You said that?
I did. Oh, this is before you're in the chat. So because my thing was this.
She's tired of delinquent punks.
No, I'm fine with the delinquent series. It's fine. I don't have any problem. My problem is this. I need to see some teachers and principals. I I need to see like a main character who's a punk or delinquent that can actually like
throw,
back it up and throw.
Well, we got that
right.
Why do you love teachers so much?
You know, I
someone has
say,
to know. Look,
I was like,
who put the roster together for the classes? Like, come on.
There ain't no teacher.
I'm just so confused.
There's barely any chairs.
But they all show up every day. But anyway,
what are they learning?
I don't know. I have to know.
But then again, it's a school of delinquents. I don't think they're learning any. And
look,
you know, this might be an unpopular opinion.
Checking the class
I think the
schedule.
top Furin or whatever it is, I think he's like the only faculty member that we
I don't even think he's a faculty.
What I'm saying, he runs the school. You're not gonna see.
Some of them do look grown.
You're not gonna see no teachers, no janitors.
I mean, look.
You're not gonna see
clearly no janitors. But look, that's my.
But we see a lot of adults in this show.
Absolutely.
Cafe owner.
Yeah, she's great.
The granny.
She's great. She was
Granny getting in trouble sometimes.
All the time.
Granny's a ninja.
She's a menace.
She's a liar.
She was.
Nothing wrong for him.
There was nothing wrong with that. There was nothing wrong. Justin, we all saw her take him for a ride. It was crazy.
But no, I actually like how this main character can actually back it up.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm excited for Windbreaker.
But then I don't like the fact that like the second lead, he can't back it up. What's his name?
Is that what he's supposed to be?
Oh.
Are you sure?
Oh,
you talking about Neri?
Neri?
I mean, I guess like his friend.
He's annoying.
He is. He's giving me like. I'm
surprised he even got into the school.
I mean, well, it does.
He looks like
I don't want to say it sounds
studies.
like a charity case, but it definitely sounds like people who are from here go to school here.
Yeah, that's true too.
I will say I do like from the intro, not from the intro, but like earlier on in the beginning of the show where they talked about the hierarchy of the school. Yeah. I'm glad that they had it's like a boys and girls school, and we saw some girls in that lineup. So I'm very excited to see what that's going to look like for this roster.
I'm just interested that you said second lead. So you don't think there's any chance that So Hayato with the eye patch could be the second lead.
Oh, I guess hold on. I guess I worded it wrong. I'm just saying like he's like the second character that we got introduced.
Okay, got it.
So
I'm okay with. I'm okay with being introduced to a wimp. That's been happening already.
That has.
I'm under the impression that our second lead is the strong silent Sugesta.
Okay.
So you know he.
Oh yeah.
He comes off more. Now, granted, I think Hayato. Hayato is gonna have a prominent role because he does seem to be.
This is our 4. This is our core 4.
Do we need 5?
Yes.
I mean, if you're including
we need someone who can
our upper rank.
No, not including the upper ranks. Do you think we'll get a 5th in our like Kid? You brought up a good point. Like Neri went ahead and named 2 names that came off as girls.
Right.
Maybe are we going to get a female a part of the crew, or is there a female will be one of a potential love interest? I just
maybe like
know.
That pink hair kid. We haven't got introduced to that person yet.
Oh, I thought you thought the pink hair. Oh yeah,
he was
pink hair is killing. I know what they want to do. We also had to do working out on the window.
Mm-hmm. Yes, like he was killing it.
That's an interesting number though. Yeah. That's 6.
Well,
there was one more, right? Wait, no.
Maybe.
I mean, well, listen. Like, hey. It's all, but this show is all about numbers. Because even the cafe person was like, "You're alone," and so I think with this time, I think it's okay if there's like 6 or 7 of them, because that'll make sense. It'll make sense. Like,
how do you guys like the fact that they're good delinquents?
I like it's a different spin.
It's a different spin. The townspeople are looking out for these kids at the same time. I think it's a good take.
I am nervous that the 3rd episode we crossed their territory.
No, that was crazy.
I like that kid though.
I know
he's about it.
He was killing with the outfit too. But I was like, it is it took a turn.
I'm glad they showed us because at first I was
what was that middle schooler even doing?
100%.
What were you
doing?
Well, they took him.
Well, no.
You know what he was doing.
He wasn't taking.
Yes, you do.
He's about to report.
What happened?
Oh, and I love how is always taking like stomach medication because he's just like
he's stressed out
all the time.
At a young age.
Does this mean he's weak?
No, we know that
because he's having problems with his indigestion.
No, I don't think he's weak. No, if you
all I know is Higaragi is supposed to be one of the 4 kings.
Yeah, so
all we do know
he must be able to throw.
Is that well, we also know that we're coming for the number 1 spot.
Yes, we are.
Which means he would have to go through the 4 kings anyway. And I'm sorry if I got somebody constantly popping medication instead of his stomach. That look like he just came to be off the back.
Nah, he already showed us where he go.
Hold on, what does he showed me?
He showed. What do you mean? When the brawl first happened,
he showed. Hold on,
he showed.
Jenae, you know, he showed me thus far that we as one person was taking on this game.
Yeah.
First of all.
Who are these
gangs? And they only started to catch up when we started protecting the Kotaha, the cafe owner. And what does this 4 king show me by bringing 3 people with him? So you're saying that the one person with the headphones also seems cool.
He do seem
the short person, and even one of the people that he brought with him said, "Really, this is it? 2 of us could have came and handled this."
Absolutely.
Why was 4 needed? So again,
they didn't know because the lady
talking about their power levels.
Other than bending that back.
Listen.
Wow.
What have you really shown me?
Look,
other than you popping medication.
The fact that the what's his name? The one from the other team.
You better get used to him.
The person from the other day knew who he was and what his ranking was and respected him for it. So I'm just like, I respect
Jakia, if you were a pirate in Atlanta One Piece, would you know who the 4 emperors are?
I feel like that's 2 different things. Just
no, would you know who the warlords of the sea are? Exactly. All I'm saying is, we know that there is a bridge.
Look,
we know that there is a gang turf war.
Look,
and they know
the top 4.
They know the top. Hold on.
Joe is killing it in
that same regard, that 4 king knows who the second in command is,
and the second in command knows who he is.
Yeah, we know.
Look, okay, you know what? It's on the 3rd episode.
Where were you going? Where were you going with that though? Nowhere. You were talking about it.
I just just say it. You don't like him.
I mean,
I think he can be conquered.
Well, duh. That's the thing. We're gonna conquer everybody.
I don't think so.
And honestly, I hear what you're saying about the 4 king. It's one thing for everyone to know who the tops are, and when they eventually go to war, the head top people. Case in point, Tokyo Revengers. They knew who the top people were in each group.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like doing your homework. You need to know.
Yeah.
That's fine.
And we both know, I mean, all 3 of us know, yes, I believe in a type of ranking system. And I'm sorry.
You think he's the lower rank out of the 4?
Well, not even that. All I know is they got 1 king.
Yeah.
Or not, I mean, they got 1 dude at top in their hierarchy. And then they got the 4 king system.
Yeah.
All I know at this other place
I don't know what's going
is they got a number 1.
And a number 2.
And I know who the number 2 is. So I gotta believe the number 2 can run ruckshot over some of these 4 kings. Or why has not one of these 4 kings outshined the rest to be higher than the other 3? They just all on the even
face.
It's
only the 3rd episode.
No, but we were given the hierarchy.
Hold on, I will say, I think we haven't gotten a lot of information. I just think we met just the top dog, like the second top dog.
I'm just like,
I think that the 4 kings, he might be the weakest one. And maybe the other one might be the second.
I'm not even going that far. All I'm saying is, none of the 4 kings, even if we've only met who we got, no, right now, we might see one of these other 4 kings and they look like a total beast. That's fine. Why has no one gone ahead and separated themselves from the other 4 kings where they are like the second in command?
Because that's not how their structure works. I don't think
that's how.
No, and I get that. I get that's how their structure works. So I'm going to start being. And all right, you're hearing it here first. I think that second in command will be able to take almost any of these 4 kings.
No, Joe's bad. He's great.
That's all I'm saying because
I'm not gonna say that because I haven't met the other.
No, that's fine, and that's why I said I'm taking a hot take right now.
I know he can take him.
Oh,
I know
wow!
He can take him.
So she said he's weak right off the bat. All I'm saying is that guy over there, Joe Togema, he let me know right off the bat.
Absolutely.
That First of all, what do you mean? We're not allies. He's weak. And if you weak, you don't belong over here.
He took him out immediately.
So, I was like...
I don't like those 2 little minions, though.
They're trash.
Whoa,
no, the one that was snickering.
Yeah, he was smirking
because
too much.
Yeah, because that guy's weak.
I mean, because they're just as weak. I think what happened.
Are they?
I think so because Joe came in at a certain time. I'm just like, those 2 would have also got involved.
But it makes me think that he knew their names like on a personal basis. I'm like, were these top dogs?
No.
Or is there an organization that's
all I'm saying? If you replay the scene,
you know what I mean?
We got 3 people chasing a middle schooler,
which is crazy.
What was he doing? I think he had something.
He was doing a feat of courage. That's usually what would have. This is the world we are in. This is probably what he would do.
Look, Justin, I get it.
It's a good show.
It's a good show. Yeah. I just want to say from the get-go when the brawl first happened in the first episode, when that lady was calling, I said, she's not calling the police. She's calling these delinquents. Immediately, I was like, I knew it. I was like, who is she calling? I was, and then when it happened, he was like, this wasn't a lot of people. She was like, well, you know my eyesight's bad.
Well, it wasn't a lot of people because somebody already put in that work.
No, man.
Yeah.
No, yeah, right. You saying he already put in that work.
She don't know. He about it. This man's about it.
That's all I gotta say. Listen. All right.
Okay, but yeah, I chose that show, so it's your turn. Good show.
Oh boy. Oh yeah. So let me just. I want to get y'all take on this. I might not know the whole name, but bartender. Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to get y'all feel. I don't know if I should talk first or I want to hear y'all thoughts first.
I can go first.
Sure, go for it.
I know this was on my list, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it would be like kind of like a Death Parade type thing. Like
Death Parade was pretty good.
And so I was like, okay, let me check this out. But I will say, it's very slow pace. I feel like we don't really have to talk about it week by week.
They're not having grand battles, Jenae. They're not.
Why? She always thinks you're a battle junkie. You're a brute. I'm trying to tell you.
No, but I am enjoying the show a lot, though. With like the different types.
I like the show.
I like this show.
I just want to make it very clear. Like, I guess one way of speaking about it is how it could be slow paced. My only concern with it is I'm getting more history in the alcohol department than I thought I ever needed in life.
Yeah.
And like,
they know their stuff.
Which I'm okay with. But, you know, I get, it's not as, I don't want to say not as good because there's still, the fights aren't as intense as Food Wars.
No.
But they're drink-offs. Like, I'm okay with I'm okay with him facing Mr. Perfect.
I can't wait for Mr. Perfect to be knocked down the peg. I can't wait.
Oh, you think he's coming back after him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He lost that round.
He did.
He got
he did.
He did.
So, but hey, I mean, she said he didn't. You know, because, and that's a good point. You know, Mr. Perfect made a drink that all should be, and we've seen this before. He is by the book.
Yes.
He makes a drink that this is what everyone should be able to have, but he makes a drink specifically for that specific person. And that's always an interesting contrast. So I like it as something like, and I don't want to use the word back burner because like,
I'm gonna watch it on the weekend.
I'm gonna watch, like, it's already in my rotation. When I watch these other shows, I'm watching Bartender.
Yeah, it's nice.
I need information. Like,
what information do you need on this show, Jakia?
Why is he so afraid of heights? What
brought him back?
And everything. What brought him back to Japan? Who's Maki? Are we gonna meet the owner? Like, I just need. This is just a few things.
First of all,
because the heights is important because like he's like, hey, I can't work with y'all. I'm afraid.
Why hasn't anyone? First of all, why have they not put two and two together? If he was studying abroad in Paris and now he's back, They probably wanted him to be in some high building in Paris, and he said, "No, I'm going back to."
Or did it happen in Paris? I don't know.
Possibly.
And then like he went to that old lot that used to be a house. Well, I'm guessing it was a house. So like, what's the tie here? What happened?
I thought it was like the library thing. I don't know, like the office. I don't know.
No.
Listen, you'll get that tie in. That's fine.
That's what I'm saying. Like I just had questions.
They could also just put the bar on the first floor.
100%. I agree.
So. I don't think so.
I mean, it's already up there.
It is.
So yeah, but I'm gonna keep watching it.
I'm gonna keep watching it too. I'm watching it.
I just don't know if there's going to be like something so crazy where we're recapping for the audience.
No, I don't think so.
No, I think it's just a good watch. But who knows? Like if there's like 3 episodes straight or something, we might have to do like we're gonna talk.
I mean, we're meeting more bartenders. It's only growing.
Sure.
Yeah.
So there might be a competition later on.
Okay.
Something.
So far, I mean, what does anyone think that Pretty Boy bartender is actually good? Like he might surprise people and actually be good.
I think he might be good. I think he might actually be good, but he's just relying on that stupid catchphrase thing of like, "What's up?"
Well,
they're falling for it,
and they are.
He's been stereotyped.
He has, but he's feeding into it. I don't know. Yeah, so
I just know that they're broke and that they need funds.
No,
I mean,
they're not broke. They're not broke. Accountant said we're not expensing your trips to bars anymore.
That's
They're
not
calling
on them.
it work.
That ain't on them. They've already been brought in people.
They did, and so now she's like, her grandfather needs to fund it.
She was making me so mad that one episode. Episode 2. I don't know why.
When she was getting her drink?
She was like, I don't know why I had high hopes. I'm like, fool, because he saw you drinking that and then you were complaining how it wasn't good. Like, I don't know. She be getting on my nerves sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a smidge.
Just a smidge.
All right, kid, next show.
Alright, let's see what I'm talking here. Let's go ahead and talk about Remonster.
Yeah, let me hear what you have to say here.
So I was with it. Here, hold on, let me put my little notes.
Sure.
Put my little notes.
What about notes?
And Reborn, Remonster, whatever it's called. Okay, so I thought it was hilarious. Right. Look, Jenae. Look. Well, no, because each episode changes like and then it's like a thing. That's
all right. That's
so that first I was like, oh, it's Remaster, right. And then I saw Reborn, and I was like, well, what happened? Mm-hmm. He was reincarnated. That I think it's cool. Ever since I think it's cool that we're focusing on like the monsters and their evolution and like how they're moving through stuff.
The goblins are back.
The goblins are back.
Yeah.
They're back.
Whoa, no, this is a good goblin.
And we're seeing the evolution. They're taking us through it. They're like, it's
so much.
You can't trust goblins.
Whoa.
Oh, you can trust these goblins.
Listen, Jenae.
Let's not go ahead and be
working
specious.
Yes.
Oh, well, there you go. I wasn't gonna say that. But yes.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, Jenae, he was like, man, there's a lot of ugly green babies out here. And then he realized he, too,
was an ugly green baby.
He was like, I am too. I was like, wow. There's a lot that happened in the show in a very short amount of time.
I was going to say, hold on.
Okay, sorry, let me go back. Sorry.
I want to hear your overall stance, because you started off a certain way before we go deep dive.
Okay, fine. So yeah, I like the fact that we're focused on monsters and stuff. Shout out to Undead, Unwanted Adventurer. I was like, this is great. But I'm just like, darn it, episode 3, it had to take that turn where it had to turn into like that horror mode, that harem.
It was literally at the end of the episode.
It was at the end. It's at the end of the episode, but I was just like,
why?
I was like, why? And my thing is like, is it gonna continue on?
I like to think no.
I hope not, because
this show has so much.
That's my thing. It has so much potential. I liked how it was going, but then it took that turn. And I was like, this was really unnecessary.
Are they on the cover?
Yes.
Dang, I think
they're all on the cover. So that's what I think. It all depends on what happens in the next 3. Maybe next episode.
Give me 2.
I can give you 2 episodes. Because I was like, the way that they're going about it with him getting the skills and everything else, I'm loving every minute of it. I'm loving it.
Oh my gosh, you said skills and it made me remember Spider. I love Spider. That man.
Right, absolutely. So I was like, this is great. Shout out to Spider.
That shit. All right, so.
But no, other than that, I was like, I was really enjoying the show.
When this show started off, I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
I was like,
it was, Jenae.
I was like, this is a murder. I was like, are we witnessing a murder?
In real time.
Right.
In real time.
And it was an opposite murder.
I was like, do we even know her?
Right, like we're under it. You see, you get some what's the term that they use? Where you get some like shock effect or something.
Yeah.
Like, usually in some of these shows, unfortunately they always put the damsel in distress in the issue. You might start a show off with some woman getting mugged or somebody, like somebody trying to force themselves on a young lady. This show starts off.
She was just going
with
to
this
town.
guy getting murdered by this woman
that was hiding around the corner.
She had a knife. She was like, and she just kept stabbing him. I said, my God, like where is everybody? So
nowhere to be found.
And then
was it in an alley?
No, I think it was in an open street.
It kind of looked like an intersection.
Right, it was like I don't say it was in broad. It wasn't in broad because it was at nighttime. But this is a.
I saw lights.
Yeah,
right.
There were lights. This was like a well lit place.
This is the world now. So like there's this ain't a residential area where sometimes there ain't no street lights.
Like this is like the town square was close by. So that was the vibe.
I thought it was underrated. A nice little piece, a cool portion, where they had someone else introduce the main character's name. Because usually, it's I'm such and such. I was born yada yada yada, or I have now been reincarnated. The murderer is the one who yells his name, and then he said, "Yeah, my name doesn't really matter at this point." And I'm like. I had to pause and I said, you don't see that much. You don't see that often. I was like,
did she really know him? I was just, maybe we'll never know. I don't know. Because it seems like we're not even in the same world anymore.
Oh, no. Well, now this was interesting.
That's the part I don't still know.
This was interesting. Now, I know what the term isekai means.
Yes.
When you're not of that world. Yes. Right? Now, this was interesting because he is from a world where powers exist.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Killed, reincarnated into this new world, and his power has carried over. That was very interesting. So we're not in just a normal world, normal Joe. This guy is used to battles. He's used to conquering. He has been reincarnated with his absorption ability.
And he's like, I'm gonna eat everything and absorb because I'm.
Once and he's a thinking fighter. He starts to realize after he eats a few things, he's like, okay, well that confirms it. I still have my ability from my past life.
And he's quick. He don't take all day to put two and two together. Oh. He's just like, I was reincarnated. This is what I need to do. This is the hierarchy. This is my plan.
Who's these ugly green things?
I'm one of them too.
Now I'm one of them.
Keeping it pushing.
Now we saw some interesting.
And all this happened, Jenae, mind you, in like a month and a half.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, dear gosh, what growth? Only in 3 days they have the bodies of adolescents. Like we find out goblins grow really quick.
Very quickly.
And like Jakia said, he's quick on it. He said he saw the biggest goblin that was in his litter, and he said, hey, I'm going to hang out with this guy.
He said, let's go hunting together. And they go out. And they have a mission.
And we're given a set of rules. I don't want to say like goals, but we find out as you level to 100, because there's levels in this world, you will essentially evolve. We're finding things out.
Yeah, and that was something else also. I thought it was great that the person who was watching over them kind of put two and two together to know about what the system administrator function was. He was like, hey, you're really growing exponentially. You might be the one. If you do this, let me know if you see such and such. And he was like, yeah, I see it. He was at level 86. And it was only like...
Yeah.
Like a week.
She's talking about old man Gobji.
Yeah.
Like, Gobji over here telling us somewhat the ins and outs, but, he's a starring parent. And
he's only 20 years. He said
he's
20 years old. But he was like, he's
rough. Look at his 90s.
Yeah. He said, that man's only 20.
Hey, he fed them for 3 days and said, after this, he said, y'all ain't getting no more food from me. And sure enough, some of them couldn't hunt. They was just sitting in the caves.
They plotted against them.
Oh, Jakia, the night jumping. I was like, oh my God.
And then when Gabi found out, she laid hands. It was crazy.
They were jumping other goblins or what?
Well, no, the other goblins in the litter who never ventured out of the cave, they were jealous that him and...
They saw that they were coming back eating good eats.
And they were leveling up. They were becoming like almost hobgoblins. Like they were escalating very quickly. And they were like jealous about it. And he's just like, what you want me to do? I'll make an example out of you. And he did. He made a couple examples out of people.
Oh, man. When
multiple.
So they, and I know it's so early. It's so early.
There's only 3 episodes.
But I think I think this is already I don't want to say world building, but they do such a good job of foreshadowing. Like, they let us know before we even was thinking about it. Like, hey, well, we already got some of our young already out there, and they're going to be bringing y'all stuff back.
Right.
There are scouts. They've already evolved. They're hobgoblins. Like, they let us know. And then it's like, no matter what you do, you stay out of that northern woods. Like, there's a bear there.
It's a red bear.
And I'm just thinking, like, who cares? You know what? We end up seeing how big this red bear is. This dude ain't no joke.
I feel like this is one of the baddest monsters I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, like, this man breathes fire.
And he said, man, in my old world, I never came across a bear that breathes fire.
It was like magma. Like, it's real hot.
He said, this is like 20,000 degrees. It was a whole thing. He said, I got to risk it.
But like Jakia said, like, some of these hobgoblins came back, and, some people had to lay down a lot early. We got, they did their job. They had captured women. They've gone ahead and captured items, goods.
Right.
I was capturing women.
We don't know.
We know the business.
And that's why I said these are not good goblins.
No, but
this is their life. Okay.
Their life
but look,
is not
he said it down the line. He was like, hey, whatever happens, because he basically ended up defeating like the leader of the scouts
of that generation.
So he was like, any issues, I'm the lead now. And then he was like, cool. And he was like, no matter what happens, y'all can't mess with the women that are here. Like, we're not, because he was like, I'm trying to use, like, he didn't tell them.
So Jenae, if you think about it, there's ways babies come out here. Now, Kia, I did question that one thing.
Yeah.
So we find out, like, we find out that goblins are so tenacious that, it can, they're still able to mate with all types of breeds, and that's how strong their juices are. So my thing was this: why wouldn't goblins just want to mate with other goblins?
I don't know.
That way you would get a pure goblin.
I don't know. I think it all comes down to like the litter thing, because I think like who ends up being like the strongest and like who's evolving and stuff. Sure. I think that's kind of what it is. But I feel like we'll learn more, because like right now we still the human women that are there, like, because of the main character, who he is and how he's moving, they want to stay. They're gonna stay because they're gonna teach him all the knowledge that they know about.
Right.
Stuff.
So
one's
the first
like one's like an alchemist. One's like a smith. A blacksmith, which is great. So we have like people.
One's supposed to be a warrior, but
we don't know what. We still don't know what she's doing. He was like, she's like,
it's alarming that she ain't fought.
And he was like, we on a raid and she ain't did nothing. And I was like, right.
But like the first set of women that we still had, that's I can only assume probably some of them are mothers, but they ended up taking their lives because they're like, we ain't about to be hostages to these goblins,
Right,
like,
they know these goblins.
Yeah, they when they get, they don't need to know. When they had the opportunity, they ended it. Mm-hmm. So, this dude, he started putting his past life together. So he starts training the litter he's with, teaching them how to hunt and stuff. So when the hobgoblins, the other generation came back, it was almost they had these female hobgoblins like, hey, we ain't got time for no civil war. This happens all the time.
She was like, y'all, the leads.
And you have like these little goblins, not even level 100. They ready to fight with these older goblins. And I'm like, dear God. So that's when they were like, hey, we just gonna let our 2 leaders fight and then
go about our day.
And go from there. So that's when he had to go. But it's just showing me a lot. Like Jakia said, the next set of humans we got, he's like, yo, I don't know this world. I don't know this world. So he's like, don't nobody touch them. And we gonna get knowledge from them. But they blacksmiths. They making us weapons. They making us clothes, cooking, helping, alchemy.
Right. All the things. And so from the previous litter, when they lost, they're like, hey, we not going to listen to him. Like, we going to go ahead and, approach these women. And he found out. And he was like, I have to make an example out of these people. So he got his right-hand man to be able to take them outside.
Oh, yeah, he was using them abilities.
And he was like, wake them up. Wake everybody up. Because they need to understand what the lay of the law is in this land.
Oh, you wouldn't like this thing. He put the hurt on one of them. He put the hurt on that boy.
It was crazy.
So one of the abilities he acquired after eating the spider was silk. So the few that the former generation's leader, he was able to get a few of them that come with him. They was gonna try to sneak and go in there to see the women, and he caught them before any of them could get a finger laid on them. And then he silked them all up, hung them upside down on the tree, and he had everybody watching in the rain. And he is just treating them like a boxing. He's just tearing them up like it was a punching bag. Yeah. And by the morning, he said he didn't want to kill them too many of them. So he was just beating them basically within an inch of their life. But he beat on the former leader so bad.
He passed the next day.
He passed in the next morning. But he let them know, does everyone understand? And it was like, yeah.
He was like, all right, good.
Now, you were afraid they had a very slim exchange. We kept hunting. He wanted to make sure he wasn't going to keep getting jumped that night. So he went ahead, hunted enough food, brought it back to the cave, so that they could, and that's how he started training or earned the trust of his current generation.
Yeah.
But they all started chanting his name, Gabibaru, Gabaro. And remember in the beginning, he's got this big other goblin with him, Gobski.
Yeah.
And they kind of showed a very momentary, and I'm like, oh no, not the whole jealous thing.
I don't think he will.
I'm hoping that's not.
I don't think he is. I think if anything,
Now, don't forget, he could pull. It's a darn shame that it's called it. He could pull a oops out. Like, I understand.
I don't think he will.
I understand he's in the cover. I understand he's with us at the end of the scene.
Yeah, I think the jealousy moment came from like how other people prefer him, like appearance wise, and then also like I think he's just like, I'm strong, and if whatchamacallit is also strong, like what's the point of me being here? I feel like that's kind of what it is. Because even when he leveled up again, and he was too strong, he was just like, no, I need to go out and hunt because like he needs to level up.
I want to see what this next episode is gonna be about.
Me too. I have nothing but high hopes. Like I think I'm a fan of the Dream Team.
I want to take 2 months longer on this show. Real quick question. Yeah, real good show. Hopefully they go away from that harem thing. We don't need that.
We don't need it.
We don't need us messing it up. I'm only semi-intrigued if we're going to go ahead and if I'm going to see his offspring. If we're going to see his offspring and see what the abilities they have or how they get brought up, I'll tolerate it. But I don't want to see constant of it. I don't need any of this. I want to see the growth of this community.
don't think that's gonna happen.
All right,
I don't think we're gonna see any like offspring for.
So
this.
when he fought the red bear,
yes, that was crazy.
Are you under the impression? Hear me out.
Okay.
That he has become a variant ogre by going up another 100 levels, which will make him 200, or this bear is so strong.
It's a strong bear.
The reason he became an ogre is that he got enough experience where he went up an additional 200, so he's actually at 300. Because they're making it sound like they don't become ogres. It's rare for their type to even become an ogre, and that could just be because of their lifespan. You know, they're going to raid, they're getting killed. You know, even we saw the Trihorn horse has all the abilities to kill these goblins at times, and we were able to take one. So I just didn't know, is it after we beat that bear, we went up another 200 levels, or just another 100?
I think we went up another 100, but I think what came into play was
the titles.
Well, no, I think because he has a lot of different. I think all the conditions were being met. Right. He got all these different skills. He's like he's constantly like. He found out more about rare types of things, right. And he was starting to consume them and getting more of their skills. And so, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he was at 300.
Yeah, because some of the things he was hunting, it wouldn't surprise me if they give him a lot of experience and now you throw on the bear.
Right, I think that's fine. Yeah, but I also think the fact that it was that bear was what did it. I think if it was any other... I feel like it was just the bear that was like...
Alright, well, we're going to keep watching, but...
Yeah, we're going to keep watching.
If this harem thing keep up, then...
We got to go.
Yeah, man. We don't got time for them to be missing us. Alright, Jakia, go ahead.
I chose that one.
Oh.
Right.
Y'all was on that one for a while.
I mean, it's a good show. I just hope they don't mess it up. That's it.
It's really good. Go ahead, Jenae.
Yeah. What other shows is there again? I'm sorry. Kaiju. We want to talk about Kaiju.
Yes.
I think I kind of love this show.
I love this show.
I like this show.
It's a good show. Man, so much happened in a very short
I'm going to tell y'all right now. I know y'all love saying I can't stand biscuit head, big head kids.
Yeah.
I get it.
Are you talking about these kids in the show?
Oh, no. I don't want audience to take this the wrong way. I can't stand old people. Like, that old man ruined everything. It's all this old man walking.
What the quickness?
Yo, first of all, how does his behind even have a cell phone in the hospital? I'm not against old people having cell phones. But
what did he happen in the hospital?
Right. He got a cane in one hand. Yeah. He in a nightgown.
Yeah, he got pockets.
Yeah, people walk around with their phones all the time.
And pockets. What are you talking about?
Nah, that old man should not have had a phone. What, you on the night stroll just happen to be on your phone? You should, first of all, why is he strolling? They should have bathrooms in there. And then if they don't, you go into the bathroom with your phone? Like, come on.
I was just more annoyed that the white-haired kid, I forget his name, he didn't even see the other kaiju that just popped up out of nowhere.
Hey, he had a curtain in between them.
Oh, Ichikawa? Yeah. I mean, yes. I thought that happened too quickly. I was like, can this guy catch it?
We need answers.
Absolutely.
Like, where did he even come from? Because he was
right.
like,
what is the purpose?
I was like, how long were you looking for him?
That was
how long have you been looking for him? But my first thing, I was like, okay, 3rd division. Come through the cleanup crew. I appreciate the cleanup crew because too many times the things happen in the city and the city's destroyed. But who's cleaning it up? And I'm glad they're finally focusing on that.
Yo, my note literally says, oh my gosh.
Only a week.
Are we really getting the perspective of the cleaning crew?
Yeah.
And then like I said, I was thinking, who cleans up this mess? So
and they only had a week to clean it up. That made me so mad.
Yo, the people are so disrespectful. Like, I mean, the common citizens, they be like, man, how long this gonna take? I'm like, then you do it. Or they be like, man, they ain't took care of that kaiju yet. It's like,
I know that one person was like, I have somewhere to be. Like, what division's coming? I was like, come on, folks.
Foolishness.
And he said it. They can't stand Division 3. They be all messy, making all types of
and
mess.
that's his friend. That was his childhood friend.
I don't know if they're friends anymore, but
I don't think they're friends anymore.
Yo, but, okay, so
that
question.
tiger was.
I was gonna say, do we think that tiger's a kaiju?
No, I don't think the tiger's a kaiju. I think the tiger is.
She just out here owning the tiger.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm just like the way it tackled it. I'm like, absolutely.
That's a big tiger too.
Look, hey, it's in her house. All right. Yes.
I don't think that's a kaiju. No.
I don't think it's a kaiju either. I don't think so.
But maybe because remember on the news it says that they name that's like the
eighth one.
Like variants.
Yeah.
Right.
So maybe that is a kaiju that she has.
No.
All I know is
that little kid she was,
Oh, you talking about episode 2?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, she wasn't that bad. Okay, the little girl wasn't that bad. The one that was trying to save her mom?
Yeah.
She wasn't that bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, are you talking about the blonde? You talking about the blonde one?
I thought she was talking about the blonde girl.
No, she the worst.
she
the worst.
Picked up their car.
It's
tossed it.
Like she's not even in the
put it on
courts
properly.
She's not even in the division.
I said this is vandalism.
It is.
Like she cannot do this to
She
people's
can't.
cars.
She can't.
This Kaikor Shinomiya.
Like, and she's only been doing stuff as a hobby. I'm like, get
and
out
then
of
that
here.
white hair dude was like that last name, and I was like, I wonder what that last name is about. And then they got a cool ending song.
They do.
I like the opening.
Opening's alright too.
Yeah,
I like the visuals on that.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm just excited to see what's gonna happen. I wonder how long we're gonna be able to keep this up. And my thing that worried my nerves with the blonde girl, she was like, you smell like Kaiju, and I'm just like, yeah, he's on the cleaning crew. What do you mean?
Yeah, that's what he should.
That's what he should.
Come back.
I hope so. He was like, yeah, I was cleaning up the
because yeah, I mean,
the other
maybe
day.
she got this suit because her ability is she able to smell them, I guess, to smell Kaiju. But yeah, I was just like, yeah, like.
I was like, why you give him a hard time? Get out of here.
She's already, I don't want to say annoying, but she
is. I'll say it. She's annoying. I'm not a fan.
Like, she could at least put the van
right side up.
Right.
Right. Because who's going to pick that up?
Yeah, I didn't care for that.
Right.
But she was like, oh, I got to park here. Like, what?
I was like, because your lucky number for the day is 5, it was 55.
He gonna end up having to save her. Right? I'm like, why don't you just go to number 5 then?
Right.
Did you also go throw their car?
Or 25 or 35. Like, what's going on?
It wouldn't be that. The 5, it only could be 5.
Yeah, but.
Look, she was a whole. I don't
like that this show started late because I only got 2 episodes of this when I wanted 3.
Same.
That's the only negative I gotta say, but this show seems pretty good. I can't wait to see what's up.
Same. It's gonna be great.
All right.
So you, Justin.
Oh boy. All right, Key. I'll try my best. Try to give you an opportunity.
Wait, what?
Train to the End of the World.
It's so good. You don't like it?
I love this show.
That's what I'm saying.
What?
I do.
It's so good. I was like, what do you mean?
And I was going to say, she's not on the cover, Kia.
I know.
So I'm like, why did you bring it up? She's not even on the cover, but we're searching for her.
It's a different show. It's a different show. Different thing.
No.
Right?
Okay. I mean, God.
Well, hold on. Justin, why don't you appreciate
Y'all
to the
was
end
talking
of the
about slow. Let me tell you right now. Not only do we got some biscuit heads.
Oh yeah, we got a lot of them.
Not only do we got these biscuit heads out here. The first episode was like, you talk about slow. This was a snore fest.
How is it a snore fest? Things happen so quickly. The girl was just trying to go to the store, got transported to a whole other location.
It was very random.
Right. Pressured to be all like pushed.
Pressured to push 7G, right?
And she's like, I don't even know what this is about. Pushed it, and then she's like, the world changed. What do you mean? How was it that anyway slow?
You want to know?
I will say the first episode, it was slow. I'm not going to lie.
No, that first part was chaotic, if that's what you're saying. And then afterwards, we see the adults changed into animals, and we got the biscuit heads running around. You want to know how it's the snore fest?
How?
I literally
fell asleep.
That's
unfortunate.
During
it's
episode
a good show.
1.
I didn't do all that.
So, Now hear me out. I was immediately ready to tell her, not happening. Like, no, I'm not even going to say back burner. Like, this show ain't going to cut it.
Oh my gosh.
And then I watched episode 2.
Yeah.
And right away, I was like, I do not trust these people in these towns. And I was glad.
The mushroom people?
And I was glad Akira also didn't trust these people.
Oh yeah, Akira.
Now there should have been a problem as soon as we saw that stalker standing outside near the bush. Yeah. I was like, and she looked at him and he didn't leave. Like,
she totally didn't. And she was like,
So she looked down. I was like, and then another one showed up. I was like,
she's like, oh my god.
I was like, yo. Do not eat none of that food.
None of these mushrooms.
She was like, I'm not going into the sauna.
Oh, yeah. Whatever they suggest, you do not do.
She was like the only one. I was like, 100%.
She the only one that got sense.
She really do.
Now, hear me. Now,
I like how her and Remy be going back at it all the time.
Remy be doing the most sometimes.
All the time.
Is she ratchet? Too early to tell?
I feel like they're dynamic. I don't think she's ratchet.
The dynamic of them two can be ratchet.
Yeah,
they correspond off of one another.
But as individuals, nah.
Okay.
But okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Those mushroom people were scaring me.
I couldn't stand.
And then I was like, okay, so we got one town that's animals, the adults, and now these people are getting controlled by mushrooms. And
but they chose she said, we chose the mushroom.
Well, it's like, how did the mushroom even take a listen? And then I was like, let me go back to this opening. I'm like, there's a lot of crazy stuff in this opening. How many other towns? And we got 29 more stops.
That's what I was gonna say. It's 30 stops. 30 stops.
They did say 29.
I was like, oh my god, this is.
We need to pass some. Some of this
like, I was worried about that river too.
She can drive the train. The other one just happened to know Morse code.
Yeah.
Like, this is too
He can only talk for 5 minutes.
At 5
That's the worst part. Because he was like, what? Mushrooms? This is what you do. I'm like, how did he know all this information?
Right. What's the connection? What's the tie? But then he was like, I can't leave town. I was like, what are we doing? I was like, what are we doing?
It's supposed to be a long journey.
It's going to be.
And then they can't even go back.
They can't. Those tracks are towed up. They tow up. And that one man that was in the paddle boat.
Yes.
I was like, who is this man?
Yeah.
What town did he come from? Will his map ever be useful? I don't know.
I think it is.
I do too, because like I did go back because I was like, he did have like a mushroom. Like,
did he?
In the little one of the circles.
I was just gonna say his map showed 29 stops. I thought.
Right.
Oh God.
So he letting them know.
He said Mushroom Town. Giving us a heads up. But yeah, I'm enjoying this show. I think it's great. I felt so bad for the grandma who was a hamster. Yeah. I was like, that's sad.
The teacher.
Yeah.
See, there's your teacher.
No, that was crazy. No, that killed me though. When they're like, oh my gosh, you dropped out of school, and she was like, yeah. And I was like, that's wild.
She got to teach them how to drive this train.
Someone has
Can't just be her.
It really cannot. It really can't. And this bitter melon is really growing quite fast. Yeah. Quite quickly.
I don't know what's about to happen.
I don't either. So, I'm enjoying the show. I think it's great.
It's madness. It's good.
It's madness.
You like the opening?
I do like the opening. I'm just liking the whole. I'm just here for the.
I like the vibes. Yeah.
It's a whole vibe.
I'm scared though. I'm like 29 stops. Ooh.
I don't know what's gonna happen to us. Yeah. And my other thing is like, how much money does Akira have? Because she apparently got all this money, but she don't loan it out to people.
I think she broke.
Right. I was like, just say that.
She got enough for her.
No, she doesn't.
That's all y'all need to know.
I think she's broke, man.
I don't think she has any money either. So I'm just like, yeah.
No, she good.
No. I thought it was funny in the first episode where like those two animals were fighting over a burlap.
Yeah. That's not funny, man. That's messed up.
They're fighting over a burlap.
Yo.
And they need it.
I thought that was wild. But yeah. But no, so I'm glad to know that you and I are both enjoying the show today.
I feel like Justin is too, but it's just
taking him a while.
I'm like 20, but I like okay, we got 29 more stops. Let's go.
Right, so we'll see what happens.
It's about to be a long journey.
First of all, you're under the impression this ain't a long season.
It's only 12 episodes.
Right.
Wow.
They're about to be going to several stops.
Wow. Okay.
In one episode.
Yes,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean, look, we're gonna get some.
That's how you know it's about to get crazier.
It's gonna be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be great. I think those are all the shows, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think those are all the ones for spring for right now that are out. There's a couple that we need to watch for. I'm just waiting for those to drop.
In One Piece, right?
Yeah. So yeah, let's move over. Justin. Delicious in Dungeon.
Oh yeah, y'all.
Or are you gonna catch up? If you wanna, are you gonna catch up?
I mean, what episode are you guys on? It seems like it's a continuing.
It is a continuation. It's definitely a continuation.
You guys can just go and talk about it.
All right, hold on.
All
right. So, Delicious in Dungeon. Okay. I'm surprised that this crew made it this far. I thought they were supposed to be gone. But they're still surviving. They're still kicking. But let's see. Let me get their names.
Justin doesn't seem pleased with this show.
Wait, are you not caught up on Delicious in Dungeon? Are you not watching Delicious in Dungeon?
Caught up is one thing. Are you still
oh God
involved?
Oh my God. Yes, because Shuro's in back. Shuro's here. Oh my gosh. Are you not involved?
That was enough for you to be back?
It took the most recent episode. That's when it showed up.
You
Look, Justin, we had to know what happened. Too much has happened to Falin. I need to know if she's going to be okay. I have to.
Sure.
But you don't care?
I kind of didn't care. I just don't remember what episode. When that clown came out of that painting.
I know.
And apparently this fool is the dungeon master or whatever.
He's a lunatic magician.
Over here taking Falin away.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, get out of here. We don't need you here.
We just got her back.
Right.
It was the whole thing. I mean, I'm disappointed that happened, but now I have to know what happens.
Right.
I mean, look, it's fine. If you didn't watch it, that's fine. I
watched it. But
are you involved? It seems like you're not.
Well, what do you have to say?
Excited about this show.
I mean, I hear your thoughts. To me, it's until we get Falin back.
He done.
You know what? I'm not mad at that response.
Right.
Because I'm just what else is there to talk about besides let's just get to
we finding some other monsters.
Right, because my biggest
we
issue
eating some other monsters.
Right, because I'm this is true.
You sound like you're over it.
Well, no, because that was the reason that's why it even happened, because they took too long eating all the time, and that's why Falin got devoured and digested.
They didn't even need to eat that much.
They didn't. It was for any and everything.
They were always eating, and it's no wonder they got divided in the stomach. And
then they had to resort to using black magic, but I'm that's because y'all took too long. And so I'm just I'm fine with us not talking about it, because I hope they're not going to continue to take too long. Mm-hmm. Because I
just don't like the same repeat. This is why we were watching Tank, and it was all right, so we're gonna go to another dungeon.
Right.
Beat that dungeon lord. They join our crew.
Yeah.
Go to another dungeon. I'm
it's repetitive.
So
I was in it just to see if his sister would be healed all the way.
Hey, and I hear you.
All right, well, that's enough of this show.
I was in it for the love interest. So see if he finally got together with the major.
That's true. That I was committed to that one because she was. Yeah.
And this one, what am I here to learn about? Making a pearl snail sandwich? I'm confused. I'm I want Falin. And
I think the people want Falin, yeah. It's true.
That stinking elf should have stayed out of this. All right.
I mean, look, I told you from the get-go that Marcel was... Right. I've been annoyed and couldn't stand her from the get-go. And I didn't know if I got the votes.
Whoa. No, not that elf.
The other elf?
The one out the painting.
The dark elf.
Yeah, calm it down. You won't ever get the votes from Marcel. Anyway, next show.
Catch up on the show, Jenae, so I can get the votes.
I don't know. You won't be
Jenae's like, I don't know, man.
You think you still gonna get the votes?
I'm gonna get the votes. If Jenae catch up, I'm gonna get the votes.
What's the rule again? I thought we all have to agree, right? Or is it 2 out of 3? I could have sworn. Oh, shoot. It sounds like you ain't getting it.
I'm gonna get the votes. Anyways, One Piece.
Okay, I'm caught up, but like, what episode did y'all leave off at? I'm all caught up though.
What do you mean? I mean, we just gonna talk about
the last 3 episodes.
Yeah, Senor 1101. Oh, so I just feel like
why we
guess who's right again? I guess I don't know.
Who's right? What happened?
What are you right about?
Clearly, I went ahead and brought up. And I feel like we all talked about this. Mm-hmm. He became Gear 5. He beat Kaido.
He's playing with him.
Oh, you think that's it?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
It better be then.
No, that's not fair. And I told you before. I was like, I'm okay with Luffy using Gear 5 because he needs to practice. He needs to practice using.
What practice? What practice? He went to it right already.
No, he's trying to say that he needed to use Gear 5 to compete with.
No, I'm trying to say.
You're not getting that.
You're not getting that. No, you're not going in the right direction. You're going down the stream, but you took the alternate route. What I'm saying is this. It's completely fine that he's using Gear 5. Yes, you said that, Jakia. You're saying practice. I'm sorry. That fool went ahead and inhaled, and he was able to summon it right away. So I was like, okay, he can summon Gear 5.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Okay. So you can use whatever you want. Okay, right. Got you. Lucci is intrigued about this transformation. And at that point I said, but this better end as soon as possible. Because the very fact that we have a Rob Lucci, what they do? You can awaken.
He wasn't supposed to do it though.
No,
he wasn't around the whole time. The
very fact that he is awakened, you can say playing with you all he wants. This man, I should have seen Bellamy with that fist mark on the side of his face.
Yeah, I agree with that.
When he was taking a little playful and he sent him flying the one time, it should have been over.
I agree. Because it had no business prolonging.
The very fact that he is able to get up, the very fact that he is able to hurt Axe and basically kill him. The very fact that he is still running around all fast is able to go ahead and you can say he can go ahead and play. You are tarnishing Gear 5 in my opinion, because at this point, are you telling me Lelouch could have went ahead and fought Kaido?
Absolutely. That's what I was thinking too. So we're in the same vein of that, because I was confused about that, because I was like, the fact that
he's still standing.
Lelouch is still standing.
Yeah, he should be dead.
It's a problem. That is a problem.
I know One Piece don't like to kill characters. Guess what? We seeing it right now with Axe.
He should have been just out of commission.
He should have been dead.
Luffy don't like to kill people. Other people kill people.
That's not the point. The point is
Rob Lucci should be dead.
Yes.
That bird should be dead.
Look, that bird
should not be.
Stussy and Kaku should be dead.
I like Stussy. She was the voice of reason the whole time. She's like, you shouldn't even be doing this. She's like, we're not even supposed to be here.
And I mean, in that logic, Kaku was like, hey, we got to get orders first.
Yeah.
Right, and that was a whole issue. But no, I agree. I am confused about how.
I don't like that.
How he is still standing.
I don't like that.
But
and here's the thing.
Wait, he's not just still standing. He's still fighting.
But hold on. We're still learning more about zone types.
No, we're going to get there. We're going to get there.
We're
going to get there, but no.
Okay, fine.
The fight, and here's the sad part. They can cheapen it as much as they want. That all of a sudden, we do not need that. We do not need no stupid rocket to be able to go up there. This man can extend his arm to go up there if he really wants. Do not cheapen the fight by saying, oh, the fight is ending because he has to make a deadline to get to that rocket.
So you think it's bad writing?
No, he needs to get... No, it's not about whether or not Luffy can get to the top. I think that the point is Egghead Island is going into complete shutdown, and they only had that short amount of time. That once that rocket got in there, that was going to be the last opportunity to get inside.
Okay.
So
okay, based off of your logic,
that's what that is.
You're no.
For Luffy and them, yes,
Hold on.
it is.
You're saying I want to keep that energy.
I am.
So if anyone with powers breaks down that door, then that makes all of this obsolete. Do not tell me about things getting shut down.
Look,
when I know that Seraph will be able to break through that door, Rob Lucci and them will be able to break through that door.
I'm not saying that they're not able to because
Luffy can break through that door.
I'm not saying.
Here's
wait,
the thing.
hold on, wait. I'm not saying that that's not the case. I'm saying to push the story forward. They're trying to make sure they're all there because I already know that Zoro and Brook are not there, so they're gonna have to be able to get up there. So that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying for the fact of the matter that they're trying to get up there so that everyone's there at the same time where they're doing shutdown. That's what it's about. It's not about whether or not Luffy can get up there on his own strength. He can.
They need Bonnie and Chopper too, because clearly they can't get up there.
So I'm just like, that's what it's about.
But
go ahead.
I agree with everything you're saying though. Yeah. This fight, it took way too long in my opinion. It took way too long.
I get what you're saying, Jakia and Jenae, to add that point. If this was, I'll take care of them as you guys get to the rocket, I can live with that. Also, you just saw whatever this bond is, you just saw Axe basically die in front of you.
I don't know why he didn't pick him up and take him with him.
That also made no sense.
That made
I'm just like,
and he's looking back and forth. I've seen you numerous times, aka Zoe. You grabbed everyone with your arms.
In a second.
And let's go.
In a second. So I don't understand because I'm just like, why would you leave the one person that the Seraphim were going to have to listen to if they're even a little bit conscious?
This is why.
So I don't know.
And yeah, I guess you can say bad writing.
Yeah,
because
it is. I'll say it.
The real kicker, and I put this in at the most current episode. I think I've been disappointed since Wano. And when I say disappointed, yes, I've already been very clear on my stance about Tobiropa versus the One Piece crew.
Yep.
Because you had, as long as we had to be there, as long as there were different times of them going back showing that darn festival, that could have been longer fights. We are fighting an emperor of the sea. You were trying to make it seem like that we can hang with this emperor. Each one of them should have had an episode, if not an episode and a half fights with every one of his generals.
Jinbei and Huhu's fight was way too short.
100%, especially after we learned more of the backstory
about Huhu.
Huhu, essentially, they had the what is it, Naki, Nika. They had the fruit in their possession. So, but even after that, because I'm done beating on that horse. I'm talking about CP0 has been nothing but a disappointment since Wano. Because when we are first introduced to CP0, it is Nico Robin is terrified of CP0.
Yeah.
They then go ahead and they have so much influence. They show up in Dressrosa. We want to avoid them.
Mm-hmm.
And then Wano comes. There are 3 members. One gets taken out by the combination of Drake and Ino. Is that the former Izzo? We get another one who is basically told to throw their life away. Go and interrupt Kaido's fight. A CP0 member.
He's like, I don't want that.
And he knows he's about to die.
He was like,
He dies, essentially, from one of Kaido's attacks. Because he said, at least you know what you've done. And he proceeds. One escapes just to relay information.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention, this senior form of CP0 is being told what to do by the up-and-coming ranks of CP0 when Rob Lucci is on the snail. Now I have, and as the disappointment continues, disappointment 1, Rob Lucci should be dead. Disappointment 2, you bring out... This is the greatest of all the disappointments, by the way. Stuzzy, Stoozy, whatever you want to call her.
I call her Stuzzy.
I call her Hussy. So you got Stuzzy and Kaku. CP0. These clowns aren't even fighting Seraphins. And then the Seraphins are belittled by taking out normal black suit.
That did make me mad. I will say, I was at the fact that I was like, there's no excuse.
And the only reason, in the sense of one of those situations where you can say, oh, well, it's a build up or we need to see more. We literally saw Blackbeard. Teach didn't want to mess with one of them. Mm-hmm. We literally saw what they did at Amazon Lily.
Yep.
They summoned Egghead, had 4 of them there, and not one of them threw hands with the actual people that's invading. Nothing but a disappointment. And then the fact that they let Kaku land on Axe at the end, now that he's dead, I can't stand this dude. Like, what is? And then you gave us a flash. You had the nerve to give us a flashback of back then. So this fool better awaken apparently, because I don't even know, 1, why is he in the crew? 2, like, who? Jim, see, and then I get it all the time. I get, and hey, I'm a person who believes in the bounties. Y'all know this. Y'all want me, other than Jinbei's name, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, you got Jinbei up here in this top. He's being reduced to carrying. First of all, the fact that we're turning up about a robot being taken down is a concern on its own. It's 3 of us. One of them is the son of the sea, Jinbei. And you telling me our only course of action is escape? Don't give me that about that rocket. Jinbei should have, just like Rob Lucci should be dead, Jinbei should have killed Kaku.
And Chopper could have took out Stussy, honestly.
I would, this is why Chopper only had 100. I want to see more. Like, we over here running. He's carrying Jewel Bonnie. Like, this is so disrespectful.
I think I also am not a fan of Jewel Bonnie. Of like how she's been, like, I feel like she's been setting us back with a lot of stuff also. I agree. I mean, look, a lot of disappointments here. We'll see what happens. I mean, I'm hoping that when the light guy, what's his name?
Kizaru?
Yeah, when Kizaru comes through, he just lay everybody out. I feel like Lelouch is gonna get flat out by him because he was like, "Who told you to come?" Like, I feel like.
You think Kizaru handles?
I think he's gonna be out like, "Who told you?"
Y'all better hope.
I mean, he's gonna be out like.
He's an admiral.
Don't forget what I said.
What'd you say?
You're a bad man.
What'd you say?
Don't forget what I said.
I forgot what you said. What did you say?
Just asking.
I said, what if Sanji take down one of these boys? All I know so far. No, you already.
I think what you're saying, I will never speak ill about Sanji again.
I'll tell you right now.
I will.
Well, you would be a fool.
I mean, look, I was in Sanji this episode where he was asking good questions.
Like, all I know is this. The only reason Jinbei bet not have killed Kaku is because for whatever dumb reason, what does Zoro have to prove? This does not have to be a rematch. And honestly,
like
it should. Yeah, that's clearly what they building up.
It's for the fans.
Worth it.
But that's what I'm saying. No. I mean, I'm not trying to take Zoro needs to be like such a right hand where he's like handling my light work.
But he is.
Brooke should be handling Kaku.
Yes. Brooke could handle Kaku.
Like, this makes no sense. Like, I just don't and that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day.
And it's going to make me mad because he should die of just one slash from Zoro, but he won't. And
the very fact.
Yeah, like that.
This dude walked after being bounced around. I saw these moves. He made new moves.
He did.
This man beat Kaido. And I got this clown, Rob Lucci, walking out, debris being sent flying.
No blood.
I thought you liked Rob Lucci.
I like him.
But he should be dead.
I
like Rob too.
Look, Rob also said like I think even Rob admitted he was like, how much stronger, how powerful is he?
Okay, and the very fact, and he did say that.
He did say that.
And at one point it looked like, all right, are you about to? Even when he said that, make him lose conscious.
Yeah,
something.
He literally said, "I think I'm about to lose consciousness."
He did.
Let Stuji or Kaku with that stupid jump step thing. They could have caught him. Get out of here. But instead,
they're just watching.
We also see Zenbei brings it up, and then Egghead confirms it. The Seraphim are copies of the 7 Warlords. Mm-hmm. I got a Mihawk, I got a Jinbei, I got a Kuma, and I got a Hancock. And now we find out this is why they abolished the Warlord system. Why are they not killing CP0? Luffy and them shouldn't have to do it. These guys should be dead. Yeah. Now, back to what you were talking about with Zone. I want to get y'all take on this because they went ahead and said when Zone users awake, they usually lose their personality.
Yep.
So they're saying Lelouch is something special. I get it because he's keeping his personality. So they better not put Kaku in that same category.
Well, I don't think Kaku.
There's no way in the world he is CP0 if he ain't awakening. That boy better be dead then. Am I wrong today?
Oh, wait, question. No, Kaido was awakened.
So I was going to ask y'all though. This was my theory. Does that mean Chopper already awakened? Monster Chopper don't have his personality. When he went crazy.
Yeah.
Zone users, when they awaken, they lose their personality. Does that mean, is this so full circle that back then, Chopper was able to awaken?
Yeah.
That would be crazy to me.
I'd be okay with that. That'd be crazy. Because that was my favorite form.
I think yes.
That would be crazy.
That's crazy. It's crazy because look where he's at now.
Oh, I get you. It's crazy because that means several other people should have died that day.
Well, hey, Chopper's making his way out of the cowardly trio, okay? He's making way, all right?
So is Nami with Zeus.
It's taking a little bit longer, but yes. I feel like the person who's a permanent member is Usopp.
There's some people.
But I think we also need to bring up something else. Egghead said it. He was like, "There's no such thing as a
Oh yeah, he said the gum fruit. Yeah.
He said that's not a fruit, and then they're just like, "Well, what do you mean?" He always screaming rubber band. So it's like we're gonna find out.
That's just what that fool said.
Right. That was where he was like,
okay. I'm like, did Shanks manifest that fruit? Who knows? Who manifested this fruit?
Also, I hate to break it to you, Kia. We kind of got some pretty, I guess the term would be damning evidence. AK said, Senor Pink's alive. He ain't impaled down.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody said that other man's alive.
You know what?
Because we're not talking about Bon Clay right now.
We're not. But you know what, Justin? Keep this energy. Hold that energy.
They brought it up because he was using his devil fruit.
Absolutely. Thank you, Jenae.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you, Jenae.
Yeah, I know it's fine. Bon Clay is still alive.
I believe.
Oh, you on that bandwagon now?
Of course.
I believe in no.
To this day, Luffy would welcome him to the crew at any moment. No, he's alive. He's totally alive.
I don't know, but Rob Lucci, he better die soon.
I don't think he is.
No, he gotta die. You know what he gotta do? He does not have to die. You know, if the Straw Hats escape, shoot, this man apparently can go after Shanks and teach. This man can fight emperors. Let the writers tell it.
No, man.
What you mean? He fighting the emperor right now.
He really is.
He fighting the end, and apparently, you over here now. You shake your hand. Guess what? If we go back and see how many episodes Kaido, Luffy, if that man lasts longer than Kaido, then I guess damn, he's stronger than Kaido.
Yeah.
What we're not going to do is say that.
Why not?
That's not what we're going to do.
Why not?
Honestly, you know what? We should take it one step further. I only technically need to see what a premature Gear 5, how long was he in Gear 5 when he beat Kaido? Because now this man can summon it at will. He got some time. He got some miles on him now as Gear 5, and he fighting Rob Lucci.
You're giving Rob too much.
No, we're not. We're not.
The writers are.
Me and Jenae already said it. That man, first of all, when they looked at each other,
he should have died.
Yes. And here's the other crazy thing. He looked at that man so intently after he said, "Did you do this?" And he was like, "Yeah." His Emperor Haki should. First of all, the Seraph shouldn't even have to fight any of them black suits. They should have all been unconscious just from his Haki alone.
Actually, that made me wonder though, how strong are these black suits to be with CP0? I'm serious. That was the thought I had. Because like if you choose, if it's Mihawk's clone that's doing it, because I don't care what anyone says.
What you mean?
I'm just.
Did you see what he was doing?
He was just blowing
slashing.
That's what they weren't putting up a fight.
Right. It was nothing.
That's all I'm saying.
Them fools were so stupid. They don't know the warlord's abilities. That fool Kuma sent his paw out in the middle. They all looked at it, and then they went to flying.
I was crazy. I was like, "What are y'all doing?"
This
I was like,
Hippie was swimming in the water and coming to get him. She was petrifying fools. What you enamored with a child for anyway? Like,
yo,
they should have. First of all, yes, his Haki should have killed all of them to begin with.
The real question is, when is Zoro and Brooke gonna leave the boat?
Not for another.
Do you think are they gonna be the ones that intercept Kizaru?
I would hope so. They the ones there on the boat.
You know, I was laughing so much that we were talking about Caesar Clown, and I was like, wait, isn't he still with us somewhere?
No. That just tell me he. Listen, the fact that they ready to kill Egghead means Caesar Clown back on the government. That's about to be the new head of science. That's what that means.
They all were talking about.
All I know, it's a waste of time. Because when they were saying how they can't stand Caesar, they should have been saying, "Oh my God, he killed Rob Lucci that quick." And then you could have had them reminisce about the issue he was back then, after he was dead now. But no, I'm over here snickered because you know what? It's only one of two things that's gonna happen.
Oh my goodness.
Either, because I'm tired of adding to the story that is Brooke. Let this man fight someone straight up and be done with it. Because I ain't got time to be fighting people saying not only did Brooke hang with Big Mom, that he hung with Kizaru. I don't have time for that. I need him to fight somebody.
I'm okay with that story. But, I get
it.
How? If it's with Kizaru,
but not the kid though.
No, yes, but I was gonna say, but based off of my theory, if Sanji fight that man, how can you be okay with that story with Brooke and then not be okay with it with Sanji?
I'm not upset about. I was only upset with Sanji because of the whole cake arc. That was it. I am.
You gotta get over that.
It's funny. That's the arc that actually made me like Sanji more.
That's crazy. I was like, no. I was like, this is giving major Usopp vibes. Leave him here.
Not at all.
Sick of him. Literally, every time you get on the screen, I just roll my eyes.
Yes, I'm
like you a part of the Emperor's crew now. You got that bigger bounty. He was still crying about get us out of here.
Yeah, he was
freaking out. Let's leave you. You know what?
That's just such a.
I don't even want L back no more.
Don't worry, that fool won't be there.
It won't be his arc. It won't be.
You
getting on board though?
No, I never said that Elbaf wasn't gonna happen. I said that Elbaf's not gonna happen. It's not gonna be Usopp's thing.
Especially since we
That's what I
giants
said
in the flashback.
Y'all was like, "This gonna be Usopp. This gonna be his moment," and I'm like, "No, it's
there
not."
There are times where you said we ain't going to Elbaf.
Yeah, you said that.
Let's not kid
We're
ourselves.
not gonna get a whole arc, but after we found out from Big Mom, like what marriage she was trying to broker, I need more information. But it's not gonna be because of Usopp. And then also with Egghead, but after the Buster called, the Giants were picking up stuff, so we gotta go see Saul.
I told you we definitely gonna go ahead now.
We gotta go see
now
Saul.
that they got the books.
And yeah, Saul's alive.
So we gonna see Saul again. So maybe it might be Robin's arc.
I would be okay with that.
What you mean? I already told you who there.
Who there?
Well, Jenae. If teachers taught us anything, Teach told us that there's only 3 paths after Wano.
Oh my God, man!
And Traffic Law ended up coming to Teach.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Luffy and them is at Egghead.
Yeah.
So there's only one man who can be at
Kid. Oh.
Yeah, there's only one man who can be at Elbaf.
Okay, well let's get a Kid backstory.
I'm all for it, but there's only one man unless somehow Teach was blocking the route to Elbaf.
Yeah, because all his people weren't there.
And I mean, well,
that's true.
Teach people is everywhere.
That's what
that's
what I mean by saying like that makes sense.
It was so gross looking.
It is, but it's so large. It's yeah, but that's what I mean. Like he could actually probably do.
Wait till we gonna see all these other cats. Like I thought we was gonna see some big snot go at, and I was like, yo, we about to get this work. Yo, shoot, it's only a matter of time we about to get this information about Kobe being kidnapped.
Oh yeah, it's only a matter of time. We still got that going.
Wait, who's a punk? Kobe? You don't like him?
Hey, he got kidnapped.
Yeah, he did.
Like who out here being? How you gonna be? Who out here being hostages?
I think he will.
Is he a vice admiral or is he still? No, he's not a. No, he's not.
He's something. He's something.
He's something. I think he's on the way to be a vice admiral.
I know he's part of the swords.
Yes,
but
man, that man. I'm telling you right now.
Okay.
All right, I mean, we can wrap this up because, this should be done just like Rob Lucci should have been done.
All right, so that's this week's episode then.